I need a double XP weekend or some shit to come up, bro.
Captured the objectives. Taking A. Enemy has C. Alpha locked down. Taking Bravo.
Like, it's just always something with our team. Come on.
About the lines.
Yeah, man. Dude, like, when you sit there and think about it, like, in all reality, right, it's one of the NFL franchises, like, in history.
Securing Bravo.
Like, we've never won a Super Bowl. We are one of 3 teams to go winless this season. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just have that, like, we haven't won a playoff game in forever.
What other 2 teams?
Browns just like last season, and then the Buccaneers went winless before it was a 16-game season. They went 0-14 a long ass time ago. So yeah, there's only 2 teams go 0-16. So like last year and the Lions in like 2008. But the Bucks before it was 16 games were 0-14. So technically they were the first winless team. But like in all reality, like watch this. Detroit Lions all-time record.
Ruin KIA.
What do you think that shit is?
I don't know, bro. Negative.
Yeah, here it is, right here. Their record all-time is 505 or 556 wins, 653 losses, and 32 ties. Their all-time playoff record is 7. All-time. Their all-time playoff record is 7-13. Super Bowls 1, 0, championships 1, for all-time passing lead. Matthew Stafford, all-time leading rusher, all-time rushing leader Barry Sanders, all-time receiving leader Calvin Johnson, all-time scoring leader Jason Hansen. The winningest coach Wayne Fontes, 66 and 67. That's not true though. What's his name? Caldwell. He was our winningest coach. That's why a lot of people don't know why we fired him.
Do you know why you fired him?
Just people thought he was too conservative. So they felt like we needed like a more, you know. Yeah, I know. I don't think we needed to fire him. He was the winningest coach. Look at he went first season, right? Tyler as the head coach. We went 11-5. That's good as shit. 11-5, lost in the wild card to. I think we lost to Dallas. No, I know we lost to Dallas, and I was pissed. I remember I was so pissed. We got fucking robbed in that game. Second season, he went 7-9, so not good. Then he went 9-7 his third year. Lost in the wild card again to Seattle, and then the next season we went 9-7 again in the playoffs. So 9-7, 9-7, 18-14, and then you add 11 wins. That's 29 and 19, right? And you add 7 to 29. That's 38 or 36. 19. So you add 9. I don't know. So he's sitting at like 30 something. 36 wins. 36 wins and 28 losses. He's the winningest coach in life. So through 4 seasons, he was our. So Tyler, through 4 seasons, we made the playoffs twice with Jim Caldwell. Lost both times, but still, like.
That's not bad, really.
Yeah, I know, and so that's what I'm saying. Like there wasn't like a huge. It's just a lot of people felt like with the talent we had and
halftime
shit that we should be winning playoff games. But, and then yeah, we're 3-5 so far.
took this round,
Yes,
but we're not done yet.
Some playoff games, but I mean, still, like, you
Success is going
gotta
live.
think about it. Make it to the wild card, even you're still playing against a really good.
Right.
And I mean, your defense. has
Stafford's
never been
played in
that good.
Stafford has played in three
Secure
wild
the
card
objective.
three wild card games in his career. All three of his playoff games, he's played. He's 0-3 in the playoffs.
Taking Charlie.
Every single one of those playoff games were on the road.
Enemy
Right.
has Alpha.
So we were the very dead last wild card team every year.
We've pulled ahead.
And so he lost to Drew Brees in his first playoff game in New Orleans, the year they won the Super Bowl. I wouldn't say that's too bad. You know what I'm saying?
Not bad at all.
Yeah, that's not a bad L, and he played good that game. I remember we were winning it. Second game he played on the road was against the fucking Dallas Cowboys and Tony Homo, and we got robbed that game. We were winning, we got fucking completely robbed. They threw a flag for pass interference, and then they picked the shit up and ruled it a non-pass interference or some shit. When we were winning, and that
Get a UAV
pass
on
interference
station
call would have
above.
got us in scoring position. So yeah, he lost on the road against Dallas that year, and then this last playoff game we had was 2016. We lost to Seattle on the road. That's a hard place to play. And Stafford in that game, what had a low completion percentage, no picks, no touchdowns, but wide receivers were dropping the ball left and right. I remember that shit. And they also called a terrible pass interference call on our deep. Fucking Seattle Seahawks were in the red zone, right? And this guy caught a touchdown pass even though our guy got flagged for pass interference. But it's because that guy for Seattle like grabbed our guy's face mask or some shit and like wouldn't let him go. Some weird shit like that. Yeah. So there was there was a few bad calls in our offense. Our receivers were dropping a shit ton of passes.
Assault pack right here.
Oh, that shit just.
Neutralized.
K-9 unit has left the mission area.
Enemy crash.
The last thing I'm just trying to see, man, the last thing I'm trying to see, dude, is just another great Giants player down the drain. Like, you had Barry Sanders, they never did shit with Barry Sanders. Same thing with Calvin, fucking one of the best receivers of fucking all. He retires at a young age, they didn't do shit with him. And now Stafford, you know
Good
what I'm saying?
job.
Like,
Fly safe.
I'm not trying to see Stafford retire at like fucking 36 years old and not have it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hellstorm kill.
that shit just,
I'm 45 and 5 in this
you're beaming. Huh?
Your attack chopper has been destroyed.
Like, I have 6,555 damage, and next closest is 2,800. Who's out here putting in what you call work?
So Tyler.
The team literally can't get out of their spawn. What's up?
So that game in 2011, what's his name's first playoff game? Stafford was 28 for 43, which is a 65% completion percentage, 380 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and he also had a rushing touchdown. I remember. So he accounted for 4 total touchdowns and had 2 interceptions. But our defense just could not keep up with Drew Brees. Like,
Yeah,
we were.
that's what I'm saying, like, you guys never really had
Losing
like, a
C.
super good defense. So it's
Yeah,
kinda
no.
hard.
And then you couple that with no running game, then Stafford's never had one.
Neutralized.
His second game in Dallas, he was 28 for 42, 66.7 completion percentage, 323 yards, 1 touchdown. And like I said, against Seattle, he was 18 for 32, 56% completion percentage, 205 yards, 0% zero.
They're gone. Clean kill.
His career rating in playoff games is an 87.8.
Lightning strike available.
7.
Sensor going live.
58 and 7.
You make this look easy.
Damn.